It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go from Kansas City. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw, and he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, KC.
1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
1st and 10.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? On play action, it's Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Once again, it's Barkley. Lots of space, past the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Bengals. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
His drive will start on the ground. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
That's good.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get about 2. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Big play for KC. 39 yards.
First down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
And that is incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Ready? Stop.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
11, MT, take. 11, MT, take.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. And that one incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down?
Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Bengals on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this.
On 2, ready?
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down.
Right 80. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They go play action with Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. short, and it's 4th down.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground is Barkley to start the drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of
They
7.
bring Chase in motion.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. And he will score. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His first touchdown of the new campaign. McPherson now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bengals move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Chiefs 3.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Yellow.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 13, and the Chiefs have a 1st down. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they are finally going to get him down at the Bengals' 27-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll stay on the ground. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. B.J. Hill shuts it down there.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Yellow.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, KC.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. We can see the results.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Yellow.
Play action here. Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Eye on these two.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That's going to be caught. And He's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Yellow.
On the ground, it's the tight end. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Steal. And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now, fourth and goal.
Brings up fourth and goal.
Yellow, yellow. Our side.
They'll try and run for it. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Carson steals. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Let's get set.
Burrow working in the pistol. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and drop before he can get a return go.
19-yard line.
Fight on these two.
A first down throw for Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. That one incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
First and goal.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jamar Chase, touchdown Bengals. His 4th TD grab of the season. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have...
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. You're not going to get away with it at this level.
That's good. Bengals, 1st down.
11 coming.
And the Bengals
On 1st down, Burrow. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. To the goal line and in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
The kick is good.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start of this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. We're going to be back up now to start this drive.
Yellow.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At his own 9-yard line.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment.
Harrison Butker.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, here is Anais Smith. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First carry here, and it's Taj Brooks. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
It's just set. Can. Stop.
We'll go once more with Brooks. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a
gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Again, it is Brooks, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
Gun.
They'll run to the right here with Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
And we talked about it during the break. If they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to get some kind of spark going. And, well, the first drive of this half, the defense has certainly done their part, and now it's up to the offense to do something with it.
Yellow.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. So a big one there to start the drive. It's a gain of 43 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll go with a counter on first down, and he'll get forward for about a yard. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
40-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up
Ball on the 40
9.
now. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
On 1. Ready?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Higgins sent in motion.
Stop.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Headed left, buying time. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A first down throw for Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his sixth this year. On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
Chiefs 10.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
40-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
A gain of 11 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Second and 10.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Here's first and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
The tackle by Demetrius Knight. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Right.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run, and here is Brooks. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Noel Williams is there to bring him down. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. From the 46, here's second and 8. Now a give, but here comes the reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Right side.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
That's good.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yellow, yellow. What's that?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Yellow. What's that?
Now they'll run. It's a counter. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
3rd down and 3.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Yellow. On the line.
They'll give on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a 2nd and 12.
At the Bengals' 29-yard line.
On the line.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Pass is caught over the middle. It's Wiley, the tight end. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And now it'll go down as an incompletion.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. To complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll run. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings him down at the 5. It's 4th down.
At the 5-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's now 4th and goal.
Now Mahomes. This caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, KC. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. Just to a payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
22-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
They'll run it right here with Brooks. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
23-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up
Third down and 9.
Here we go. 180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big connection with Burrow and Higgins. 31 yards.
Gain of 31 yards.
To break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness,
Here we go.
it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Whoa! A gain there of 16 yards. It's a Cincinnati first down.
16 yards.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
On 1, right? Guns. Stop.
On first and 10, here's Brooks. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
On third down, here's Brooks. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. So, not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Brings up second and 9.
Here we go. Stop. 180. Nice hot.
So, this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one.